Okay, shalom and welcome to part 2 of the breakdown of the word religion in the scriptures. And we're just going to get right to it. We're going to go back to the book of First Maccabees, the second chapter, the 19th verse real quick, just to make this point, and I'll move on from there. All right, First Maccabees 2 and 19. And it says, Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice, Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him, and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandments. Now when you go to the Greek, right, this is First Maccabees, you can see right here. Matter of fact, let me do a zoom on that so you can see. See, First Maccabees, and this is supposed to be chapter 2. All right, and then verse 19, you put verse 19 right there, right, and then you hit look up, and this is the 19th verse, as you can see here in the in the Greek Septuagint, the Apocrypha. And as you go across here, you'll see the name here, Mattathias, right? And as you come down towards the end of the verse, it says Latreas Pateron. Now Latreas Pateron simply means the worship of our fathers. The worship of our fathers. That's what it literally means. The worship of our fathers. Alright, so what we're going to do now is go from there to the Latin Vulgate again, the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, and scroll down to the 19th verse. And what does it say here? We will not hearken to the words of King Antiochus, neither will we sacrifice and transgress the commandments of our law to go another way. And what does it say here? Transgredientes legis nostra, or transgress, which is transgredientes, and then legis is law, and nostra is our. So transgress our law. Alright, nothing to do with religion once again. Alright, now let's go back to the English here and read the 22nd verse. We will not hearken to the king's word to go from our religion, either on the right hand or the left. Alright, in the Latin, scroll down to the 22nd verse. Oh, that's what we were just there, sorry about that. The 19th verse, it says servituti patrum, meaning the service of our fathers, which is basically the same thing down here. Up here it says the service of our fathers, and here it says transgress our laws. Alright, now let's go from there to the Greek, and let's go to the 22nd verse. Matter of fact, we could just go right here. Here we go again. Latreia humin. Latreia humin. Latreia means worship, and humin means his worship. In other words, a worship of our worship. Latreas humin, our worship. Humin means our, and latrean or latreas means worship. Okay, or that's what it means, worship or service. Alright, now let's go from there to the book of Second Maccabees, the 6th chapter. Alright, Second Maccabees, the 6th chapter, and the 24th verse. And it says, What? For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now gone to a strange religion. Now this was Eleazar, he was an Israelite. He was an old man. He was 90 years old, and the young men were trying to save him from getting put to death or getting tortured. So they told him and said, Look, we'll give you a piece of clean meat. Just offer it on the altar as if it's an unclean meat, and then you'll be eating clean meat. So he was like, man, the hell with that, man. I don't want nobody to be saying that Eleazar, because he got old, he sold out, you know. So he said, look, the hell with that. I'm not going to go to no strange, having people believe that, even though I'm not breaking the law, having people believe that I broke the law to go to a strange religion. So now what we'll do now is go to the Greek and go to the book of Second Maccabees. We'll hit the 6th chapter and verse 24. Alright, and then it pops up all the way here at the end. You have the word Ais alupholismon. Ais alupholismon. And eis alupholismon basically means to strange religion. The word alupholo is a stranger. All right, that's another word for stranger. So eis alupholismon is a strange worship. All right, or like strange laws or strange worship. All right, now let's go here to the Latin, and let's go to the book of 2nd Maccabees. All right, let's go to the book of 2nd Maccabees. All right, 2nd Maccabees, the 6th chapter. All right, here we go. Scroll down to the 24th verse. And here you have the word Eleazar. And then you have what? Vitam alienarum. Vitam is where you get the word vita from, or vita, or vital, which is life. Alien, that's a stranger. Alienarum. So to a strange life. Ad to vitam life alienarum is a strange or stranger. So he said, man, the hell with that. I'm not going to the strange life. And here it says what? Was gone over to the life of the heathens. All right. Had nothing to do with religion. Like I said, they just used that word as a key to push their madness. All right. Now from there, let's stay in 2nd Maccabees, go to the 8th chapter and the 1st verse, and it says, then Judas Maccabees and they that were with him went privately into the towns and called their kinsfolk together, and took unto them all such as had continued in the Jews' religion. And I just want to say this real quick. You know, these are like the shows that Elder Tahar does. You know, with the classroom setting, the shows that Elder Gabar does. You know, situations like this. You know, and these shows are really for the serious-minded brothers out there that really want to learn, that really want to get this information. Because the majority of you, basically all you want to do is you just want to be entertained. You know, you like those videos where it's all kind of controversy and people talking shit, and this guy saying this about this guy. Okay, I wonder what this guy's gonna come back with and say. I wonder who's gonna overcome or win this battle. You know, this guy is saying, well, this guy, he's this asshole, and that asshole saying that about this asshole. You fucking guys get all into that bullshit, you know. But the things that you're supposed to be getting into, you don't get into. But that's why I said this is for the serious-minded brothers. The rest of you phony, fake pieces of shit, just stay the fuck away from us, alright? Because as the Elder Tahar said years ago, when the time comes, we're only for the righteous, man. We're only for the elect of the Lord. The hell with the rest of you niggas, you could drop dead. I just had to say that. Anyway, then Judas Maccabees and they that were with him went privately into the towns and called their kinsfolk together, and took unto them all such as continued in the Jews' religion. Right, and assembled about 6,000 men. Now let's go to the Greek here, 2nd Maccabees, the 8th chapter, and the 1st verse, and let's look that up. And you can see here in the 1st chapter, you know, Maccabees, and the word that we're looking for is the Jews' religion, which is what? Judaismo, which is the Jews' worship. Judaismo. Okay. So now let's go from there to the Latin Vulgate, the same book, 2nd Maccabees. This time we're going to go to the 8th chapter and the 1st verse. And what does it say here? Judaismo. Judaismo. All right. Now let's go from there back to the English. We're still in the same book. We're just hitting a few words here in this book that deal with the word religion in the English. So this is 2nd Maccabees chapter 14 verse 38. And it says what? It says, for in the former times when they mingled not themselves with the Gentiles, he had been accused of Judaism, and did boldly jeopard his life and life with all, his body and life with all vehemency for the religion of the Jews. All right. So now let's go from there. Let's go to the Greek here, 2nd Maccabees, chapter 14, and this is verse 38. Let's see what it says here, because you got it several times. Here we go. Judaismo and Judaismo. which is the Jews worship. All right, the Latin. Let's just hit it real quick. 2 Maccabees 14 and verse 38. And what do we have here? Judaismo. You only have it there once. All right. In the other verse they had it 2 times, but here they have it once. Judaismo, which is basically the Jews worship. All right. Now, what we're gonna do now? We're gonna just go to the Blue Letter Bible and just show you, brothers, different words in the Bible that coincide with the worship of either the Most High or the strange gods that Israel was worshiping back then.